Hello everyone, this is Lana from South Florida with my blooming orchids. This is Dendrobium amabile type orchid, and I guess this is a hybrid that has a name here as Little Sweet Sand, and it's time for them to bloom and show off all their beauty. Look at this, it has two canes. One is fully blooming and the other is full of new buds from the same plant. As you know, this is the deciduous type of Dendrobium that pretty much lose all the leaves. Sometimes it has few left, but most of the time it blooms on a bare cane once a year in the springtime, and it totally worth to wait for it. It has amazing fragrance. The whole patio really smells up like something so sweet, honeysuckle like maybe. I cannot even describe it, but it's a mix of the berries and it's something sweet, sweet, sweet. So look at the fuzzy lip it has. Little fuzzy lip with a dark purple throat, kind of lavenderish, beautiful lavenderish colors. Isn't it beautiful? So I plant it in a basket, wooden basket. Look at the roots. It's happy there. Again, the mix is the media, expanded clay pebbles with the mix of charcoal and pieces of coconut husk. Has a couple of new growths already. Again, my plant is I have it for a year. I bought it blooming last year, but oh no, it was not blooming. This one was actually a few little canes that maybe bloomed before, but I got it not blooming from Johnny Mango's nursery in Delray Beach. Sometimes they have unusual cute things in there. So it's grew to these two long canes, new canes since the last year. It grew and it's blooming this year for me, so it looks like a very happy plant. Now I have his brothers here. Couple more. This one was little smaller, same little sweet sand. It's only have 3 flowers. This one I didn't repot. That's how it came. Is it like 3-inch? I think 3 or 4-inch pot. That's what it was, this little short canes. This is a new growth, and this one too, new growth for me, but itself the plant was a little smaller, so it has shorter canes. This one has 3 buds and this one has 3 flowers. So after it's done blooming, I'm gonna repot it same way as I did the other one in this wooden basket, because the other one looks so much happier, and it does have 2 new growths here, so it's good time to repot it. And there is another one. I just love them, and they were like, I don't remember, $12. They were little ones, so those are first bloomers. This is a new cane, and it has one big beautiful new growth already. And also I potted in this little clay pot, hanging pot. See how happy it is, the new roots it grows all over the pot. Happy. This one, oh, this smells even better. The fragrance is so powerful. It's also already blooming out, so it's a little fading, but it's kind of like raspberry color. It's actually richer in the raspberry color when it opened up. It just been faded a little bit on the sun. And this was like 3 little babies plants that I potted in this clay little vase. So it's hanging off of it. Look at all the roots it's giving to me. And I think there is a little bit of moss, little bit of pebble, clay pebbles, and it's actually, I actually tied up each individual plants. There were 3 of them to the clay pot, and it's growing roots all over the place. But the pot itself is actually empty. And it seems like it's doing fine, pretty happy, but then I need to water it often. Of course, at the winter time, they need a rest. Winter rest starting sometimes at Thanksgiving, end of November. They get less of the water because that's where they stop growing. They kind of in a rest period. And end of winter, beginning of spring, that's when you start seeing new growth and budding. That's when I increased the watering. I didn't really started fertilizing it as soon as they done blooming, but you already can start fertilizing when they start budding. Some people don't like fertilize them when they're blooming. I've heard that might shorten the blooming cycle, but because they only bloom once a year, I really want to enjoy as long as I can of them, so I'm trying to avoid fertilizer. Maybe it's a false statement, but they get watered and they don't bloom that long, just for maybe 3 weeks or so. I think it also depends on the environment, if it's too hot, too cold, too just right. And there is one more I want to show you. This one also blooming out. Oh, and I forgot to show you the tag for this, the raspberry one. That's a nester. This is the tag. I have a couple of them, but they're in smaller size. And next year, I'm sure it'll give me more flowers. Cannot wait. I just love them. Love them. Worth to wait, you guys. This is the most fragrant orchids I know. Alright, this one is Parishii, and it seems it's just starting to drop the leaves, so it's gonna bloom for me a little bit later. It bloomed for me year before, and I bought it 2 years ago. It had a couple of little blooms. This one is pretty mature, but it doesn't grow too big. It's kind of shorter and stubbier. So, but when it blooms, the fragrance is so strong. You can smell it all over the patio. We'll go back to it when it blooms for us. Now this one is the, let me see the tag. This is the tag for this one. Aphyllum, Dendrobium. This one is not actually fragrant. Okay, show us your flowers. And it's really blooming out. I should have filmed earlier, but it's already lost a lot of blooms. The blooms are a little smaller, but they're as cute. See, it's already blooming out. But they also look beautiful in full bloom. They were just covering all canes all over. So it was a little bit too late for this guy. And again, it's not fragrant, not like the other ones. Alright, you guys, look at that. Look at the fuzzy, fringy lip. Oh, just looking at the picture, I can already smell it. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day.